Welcome to Red Dragon Ladies Basketball from the Moses Automotive Group broadcast booth here at Tex Williams Gymnasium.
Welcome here to St. Albans High School and Tex Williams Gymnasium for Senior Night 2023 for the boys basketball. We're getting ready to present a couple things to our lone and only senior, Reuben Johnson, senior strong forward, 6'1". He's had a really good 4 years here at St. Albans. I mean, I don't know a lot of the stats from the boys because I haven't been to a lot of the boys' games, but I have been to a lot of the girls' games, so I'm not really for sure on it, but I've seen a little bit that's been online. With me tonight is Mark. Mark, I've known Jill, his wife, for many years through dance and different things. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Mark, real quick.
Well, I coach the girls soccer team here at St. Albans High School, so a lot of you are familiar with me through there. Didn't attend St. Albans, but I've been in broadcasting over the years. Worked at Rock 105 back in the 90s. So I'm an old schooler and been in St. Albans area for about 12 years. We're getting ready to set up for senior night. And we'll just pause here for a second here. Actually, we could probably thought they were ready to start on that, Josh.
They said 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
I got a few logistical nightmares behind me as well.
It just seemed like, it was just November yesterday, and the kids were in the gym getting ready to start the season, and now we're at the season finale for both teams. Both teams play Saturday night in the MSAC play-in games that they play, or placement games. Looks like we're getting ready to start here for the senior night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Albans High School.
Announcer for tonight is Alan McVeigh. He's been like an icon here at St. Albans for many years, and he'll be the one that's doing the announcing for the in-court audio. And we'll be sitting here sideline doing the play-by-play. And I'll be doing probably the fill-in because Mark's better at the play-by-play. He's got many years of experience. So.
His plans after high school, he's going to enlist in the Army National Guard, which I think is fantastic, and then attend the Columbia College of Chicago. He has high aspirations. His favorite moment? He loves playing basketball, and he really, really enjoyed playing basketball his senior year. So let's give it up for number 30, Reuben Johnson.
Congratulations, Reuben Johnson, on your career here at St. Albans, and we hope that you are very successful moving forward.
Great job. Love to see seniors stick to the program for 4 years. Let's get into tonight's game. Capitol High School head coach here, Matt Green, assistant by Carl Clark. Cougars come in tonight's game 8-10. They finished 10th in the Mountain State Conference. They are riding a 3-game winning streak. So far this season, they're only 1-3 on the road, so maybe we can keep that in the loss column here tonight. In the placement game the other night, the Capitol Cougars played Cabell Midland, and it was an exciting game. I didn't get to witness it or anything like that, but I guess it went right down to the final shot. They were down by 11 points is what I hear, and Tayshawn Hines hit a game-winning shot at the buzzer. So the Cougars are on a 3-game winning streak. As far as the team, they are led by a couple of players on the season, and Hines, Booker, and Hampton are probably their 3 standouts on the Cougar roster. Now, you're going to bear with us on this Cougar roster. It was kind of outdated, the one we had, so we'll try to stick with you as we go through tonight. As far as the St. Albans Red Dragons, you guys are probably all familiar with them. 11-10 overall, 6 in the Mountain State, 4-5 at home, and 6-3 on the road. Now, we do have riding a 3-game losing streak. The other night in the placement game at South Charleston, didn't go very well. 61-45 was the score in that game. And so we got to get back on the winning track. It's just the last regular season game because, you move into the sectional, it's going to be one and done. So we got to get back on track tonight. St. Albans is led by Jaden Clark, the junior point guard. Averages about 17 points a game, shoots around 55% of his shots. Tykeet Wilkins, junior power forward, is their leading rebounder on the team, and Chance Hartwell is their best assist guy, and also their best foul shooter on the team. We got a matchup between these two teams back in, I guess it was January 4th they matched up, and the St. Albans Dragons went up to Capitol High School and pulled out the victory, 70-65. Big night for Hartwell that game. Knocked in 24 points. Clark was 16. Martin added 10, and Wilkins added 11 rebounds in that game. Played a pretty good first half, 24-25, and then the Dragons came out the second half out of the locker room and took control of the game, and with that victory in the game. So I think we're going to be looking for a good game here on senior night. Looks like we may get a pretty decent crowd. Crowd's starting to roll in here tonight, and should be a pretty even match. Looks like I said that Cougars are on their 3-game winning streak, so maybe they're starting to get things together. And St. Albans, they're going to get ready for the sectionals. Right. Now, Josh, you probably know more about the sectionals than I do. Do you know who's in their section?
I think they're playing Hurricane. That'll be their game on Tuesday. It was slotted. Metro Sports put it as a home game, but it's not a home game. We're in third in section, so we'll play the 2 team, which Hurricane came in at number 2. I will tell you, I follow a lot more of the girls this season because my daughter was playing, so I struggle with the boys. I've only been able to make a couple games, but I did get to be here for the Cave Spring game when they came up from Roanoke, Virginia. And St. Albans looked good against an out-of-state team. I mean, because we tend to struggle with out-of-state teams, boys, girls. I don't care what sport it's been because we don't get to practice year-round. Most of these out-of-state schools, they can practice whenever they want for the most part. There's very few times that they have to stop. So I was very impressed that our kids were able to hang with a team that was as big and powerful as Cave Spring. They're reigning state champs, two-time state champions. Yeah, 2-time state champions. They're under the direction of a previous alumni from here at St. Albans. So it was actually a really good game.
So we're getting ready to set here. We got 1:30 left on the opening clock here. We'll try to set the scene here as we get started. We got the referees for tonight, Kent Wilkerson, Kirk McCallan, and A.J. Collins will be our officials for tonight. I'm a longtime ref. I've worked with a couple of these guys over the years, Wilkerson and McCallan. So I think we're going to see a real well officiated game tonight. They have a lot of experience out there tonight. So I think that they're going to set the tone early. They're the kind of refs that are not going to let you play. They take control of the game early on. So we could see a lot of fouls if they don't adjust. I really do think so.
Looking back on the schedule, we beat Capitol back in the early part of January, 70-65. So there's opportunity tonight, and that was on their home court.
Yes.
So they're at our house tonight.
They're at
our house. It's going to be a different scenario. And I do see our dog pound has shown up a little bit. Hopefully that'll grow as the game goes along. They get kind of rowdy. They'll be in the opposition face. So we'll see how it plays out. I think we'll be all right.
All right. Well, there's your first horn. The players head to their benches, and we'll turn it over to the public address announcer here. We'll get the starting lineups for tonight's game.
Welcome to St. Albans High School and tonight's contest featuring the America by standing.
I'm sorry. I do.
Removing your hats.
Oh, no, I don't have that. This is
That's all I had, so that's what I said. There's some more.
Oh, okay. 0 is jaw.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the introduction of the starting lineups for tonight's game, first for the Capitol Cougars, we have a 6'1" senior guard, number 2, Matt Amos. A 5'11" junior guard, number 3, Demarjay Clark. A 6'3" sophomore forward, number 4, Shalik Hampton. A 5'10" junior guard, number 10, Tayshawn Hines. And a 6'2" senior guard, number 24, Markel Bill Booker. The head coach of the Cougars is Matt Green, assisted by Caitlin Smith, Jay Smith, Khalid Ross, and Glenn Morris. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your St. Albans Red Dragons. We have a 6' junior guard for number 1, Eli Sample.
In order.
A 6'1" junior guard, number 3, Chance Hartwell. A 5'10" junior guard, number 11, Jaden Clark. A 6'5" junior forward, number 24, Ty Wilkins. And a 6'1" senior forward, number 30, Ruben Johnson. The head coach of the Red Dragons is Nick Wellman, assisted by T.J. Douglas, Jordan Garrett, and Chad Metton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to play some basketball.
All right. Well, we're back here on the court side. We're getting ready to tip things off. The officials are setting up. 24, Wilkins for St. Albans will be the guy in the middle there, along with 23, Booker. And St. Albans controls the tap. 3 with the ball. Hartwell out front setting up the offense. Swings the ball into the lane, number 11 for St. Albans, Clark. Back to Clark on the wing. Gets his screen, takes the shot. Got an 18-footer. Ball's off the side, rebounded by Clark. Clark pushes the ball up court for Capitol High School. St. Albans opens up with a man-to-man. Top of the key. Hampton. In the corner, Amos takes the drive, kicks it back out. Hines is fouled going to the basket. And the foul's going to be on Wilkins.
Looks like Capitol coming down the floor. They were seeing what St. Albans was going to bring as their defense. They were kind of slowing it up there at the top and trying to work it down underneath to see what would open up.
Hines at the line for 2. And the first one's good. Hines' second shot is off the rim. Ball is rebounded by Capitol High School. And the shot there taken by number 2, Matt Amos.
Made him
Makes
a
the score
three-point play.
3-0. Got to box out, Josh.
Yes. It's going to be tough. I've seen these kids playing in the JV game. They can get up from Capitol. They got ups.
Hartwell with the basketball for St. Albans. Down into post to number 1, Samples. Samples takes the three-pointer off the rim and rebound by Capitol. Number 10, Hines with it. Brings it, pushes it up the court. Back to number 2, Amos in the corner. Back to Hines. Hines into the paint, kicks it back out. Clark with the ball. Amos drives, kicks back out to number 4, Hampton. Hampton up with the shot off the backboard. Got a little bit of the rim, and then rebounded there by St. Albans. Hartwell, the point for St. Albans, has the ball and kicks it over to 30, Johnson. Johnson to Wilkins, inside. Number 24, Wilkins got the block, but the ball goes out of bounds to Capitol.
I haven't seen Wilkins dunk in the first half, but I've seen him dunk in the second a couple different times.
Clark in the lane, passes it off to Hampton. And Hampton down low, pass to, I couldn't get the number on that. Looks like 23 received the ball, Booker, and he was fouled by number 30, Reuben Johnson, and that's his first, team foul number 2. Just a common foul. Capitol inbounds.
Looked like they just got tied up down there, and that'll happen.
Amos with the three-point shot, doesn't go. 24, Wilkins with the rebound. Hartwell brings the ball up, stops at the top of the key and pops a 3 and nails it. That was number 3. That was Hartwell, Chance Hartwell with the 3. Capitol takes it straight to the hole. Number 10, Tayshawn Hines just grabbed the inbounds and took it straight to the hole. No one put any pressure on him. Still a little bit of pressure by Capitol, but Hartwell breaks it, brings it up. Oh, near steal. Samples with the ball as he dribbles between his legs, gets the ball knocked away from him, picked up by Hartwell. Hartwell on the wing, takes a drive to the basket, lays up a one-hander, no good. Rebound, St. Albans. Johnson kicks it out to 11. Clark with the 3, doesn't go. Rebound again by St. Albans. 24, Wilkinson goes back up and no shot. Capitol quickly in transition. Spin move. Oh, what a block! Wilkins got up for that. And the ball goes out on Capitol.
Goes out on number 23, that block, Booker.
Into the game for Capitol is 0. Loveless in the game for Capitol. Hartwell, pressure from Capitol. He brings the ball up over the timeline. Gets the ball over to Wilkins at the top of the key, presses it into Samples, knocked away, back out. Samples gets the ball back, turns around, jumper, no good. And rebound Capitol. Loveless, who just came into the game, grabs the rebound. Quickly up court, number 3, Clark. Clark throws it away. Turnover by Capitol. Full court pressure again by Capitol. Clark the inbound, gets it to Hartwell. And then back to Johnson. Johnson brings it up. Wilkins, give and go. Back. And the ball is, hey, we got an offensive foul called. Number 11 there for St. Albans. Jaden Clark with the offensive foul. Great give and go. He got the ball back. Should have maybe stopped, popped the jumper. And Capitol back on offense. 2:47 remaining here in the first quarter. Oh, steal. No, back. It's on 3. Hartwell gets the rebound. He pushes the ball up the court. runs into a double team, and now we got a foul. Got a little hand action going on in there. Number 10 for Capitol, Hines. That's his first. Just a common foul. St. Albans will inbound underneath. Hartwell to Wilkins, out top of the key. Back to Hartwell. Hartwell, long three, about 24 feet off the rim and knocked out of bounds. And it stays right here on the St. Albans side. Number 24 for Capitol knocked the ball out, and that'd be Elijah Bennett. Also in the game for Capitol High School. Hartwell to inbound the ball. Gets the ball deep back to Wilkins. Wilkins back to Hartwell. 2:15 here in the first quarter. 7-5 Capitol early on. Ball is nearly knocked away, retrieved there by Jaden Clark. Clark is manned up, gets it over to Samples. Samples to Clark. Clark drives the basketball, goes up off the glass and lays it in. Ties the game up, 7-7. Capitol's number 10, Hines with the basketball. Back to the top of the key, 24, Bennett. Shot taken there by Zero. Lovelace can't come up with it. Hartwell with the rebound. He brings the ball straight up court, stops. Oh no, he takes a pass over to 11, Johnson. And we got a
foul, number 30.
And it's Reuben Johnson. Takes his foul, contact underneath. That'll be his second. Team foul number 4. Just a common foul still. Capitol with the ball. 23, Booker back in the game for Capitol. St. Albans counters with number 22, Elijah Martin. Clark dribbles out front. Over to Hines. Hines lays the ball off the glass. Nothing there. Rebound, Hartwell again. Hartwell brings it all the way down, throws it up, and we got a blocking foul. The team foul there is number 3, Clark for Capitol. His first. Team foul number 2, but we'll be shooting 2. Chase Hardwell at the line, shooting 78% this year. And this is the first half. And his second shot is up and in. St. Albans takes their first lead, Josh. Number 10, Hines for Capitol, takes the ball into the lane, kicks it, and throws it away. Right through the hands of number 23, Booker. I don't think he saw the pass coming.
That's what St. Albans needed, is a turnover right here with the lead now. Maybe they can extend that a little bit.
50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hartwell gets a little pressure, backed off there by Capitol as he crosses over the timeline. Hartwell pulls up his dribble, gets it over to Wilkins. Wilkins takes the ball into the hoop, and I think we got a double dribble there. And it was, double dribble. .24. And here comes Capitol back on offense with 30 seconds. Let's see if they hold it for the last shot. Hines with the ball. Over to Clark. Clark takes a shot. It's blocked by Hartwell. Hartwell gets the pass out, and he gets an easy one. Hartwell made the block. 22 grabbed the ball and just tossed it up court there for an easy 2. Hines with 10 seconds drives the lane, tries to kick it inside, and throws it away again. Here comes Hartwell with 5 seconds. Goes in the lane and stolen away by Capitol. Number 3, Clark, is going to get the final shot of the quarter, and it comes up short. And that's the end of the first quarter, and St. Albans, kind of a back and forth game there toward the end, and St. Albans takes the lead here at the end of the first quarter, 10-7. How many students?
All right, welcome back here to courtside. Capitol get possession of this ball.
All right, we got Lovelace on the court for Capitol. Number 10, Hines. 24, Bennett. 23, Booker. And number 3, Clark. Hines with the basketball. We'll set the St. Albans lineup here. We got number 11, Clark. Number 5, Sowards in the game. 22, Martin. 24, Wilkins in the game. Into the lane goes Capitol, and he throws it away again. That's the 3. Well, we had the shot right before the half, but before that, it was 2 turnovers there.
Capitol will bring up the press on this.
All right, Hartwell gets it.
Quarter.
They're just trying to slow him down, I think, Josh.
Right.
There's nothing real.
It almost
heavy
looked like they
press.
were going to come up with the press, but then they backed
Yeah.
off.
Hartwell with the basketball. 22, Martin. Martin gives it to Sowers. Sowers to Hartwell. Screen set, number 5. Sowers
for
takes
three.
the 3 and nails it. Capitol with the ball, and their point guard Hines with it. Over to 3 to Clark. Clark drives the lane, lays it up. Oh, short by a follow-up. No one boxed out. 23 for Capitol. Booker took the rebound and put it right back. Hartwell with a long pass up court to Martin. Martin over to Clark. Clark in the lane, lays it up, nothing. Back to Wilkins. Wilkins gets it. Foul line extended, boom, knocks it down. 15-9, St. Albans. Hines with the basketball, guarded there by Clark. 23, Booker at the top. Now back at the top is Lovelace. Lovelace dribbles, drives the lane, kicks it back out. And then another lane drive by number 3, Clark. Nothing there. Good defense. That's a walk, and they got it.
Yeah. Good call on the refs. Good seeing that.
Number 10, Hines, falls down with the basketball, and a travel is called. And we're going back the other way.
He was looking for the push, but it wasn't there. That was all him.
Number 4 checks in the lineup, Hampton for Capitol High School. All right, St. Albans with the ball. Number 11, Clark to inbound. Over to Hartwell. And Hartwell brings it up over the timeline. 22, Martin to Wilkins. Wilkins up with the shot inside the paint. Nothing there. Good follow-up. Number 11, Jaden Clark came in on the weak side and tipped it in. 17-9. St. Albans starting to build a little cushion here. Capitol High School with the basketball is having a hard time penetrating. This time they do penetrate a little bit there. Number 0, Lovelace gets it in, misses the shot. The ball's tipped back out front. Number 3, Clark with it, kicks it inside to 23, and that was Booker, and Booker is fouled. And that is 24, Tyreek Wilkins with the foul. That's his second, and this will be a shooting foul. Number 23, Marco Booker at the line for Capitol. Samples checking in for St. Albans. And he's coming in for Wilkins. Wilkins with 2 fouls. Can't afford to have him with foul trouble. Next shot by Booker. And it's no good. And rebound by Sowards. 17-9, 5 minutes, 8 seconds, second quarter. Hartwell with the basketball to Samples. Hartwell being patient, takes a long shot, about a 22-footer. Comes up, in and out. Rebound, Capitol, and driving the lane is Loveless, and he goes all the way to the hoop and lays it in, 17-11. Hartwell over the timeline. To Samples. Samples inside to Sowards. Back out to Samples from three. Short. Hits the front of the iron. Rebound. Capitol High School. Number 11, Likens. Pushes the ball to Clark. And Clark loses the ball out of bounds. St. Albans basketball again. Another turnover, Josh. Keep mounting up.
Those will cost you in the long run. Those and missed free throws.
Yes.
Every time. Hartwell bringing the ball up for St. Albans.
All right, 22. Martin with the basketball out at the top of the key. He gets Samples. Samples to Sowards.
Capitals bringing more of the up front in your
Clark.
face pressure.
Yes. And Clark drains the three with a man in his face. 20-11. St. Albans with the lead. 3:48 here in the first half. 10, Hines with the basketball. Over to 4, Hampton. Hampton turnaround, lays it up and in and out, and we got a foul called. Looks like we're going to get 22. And we got a shooting foul here. It's Martin's first.
Hampton will be on the line.
Yep. Hampton's first shot is in and out. Yeah, they're doing everything wrong for Capitol now. We're missing their foul shots, turning the ball over.
I see the dog pounds kind of getting a little riled up. They're on their feet.
And the second shot is up off the back of the, oh, now we got a, looks like Hampton tried to follow his shot on the foul shot and totally knocked Samples out of there. And that's his first team foul, common foul, number 3 with 3:37 here in the first half. We have a timeout. Capitol wants to talk about it. Short timeout, 30 seconds.
Coming out of this timeout, St. Albans will have the ball. 3:37 left in the second. St. Albans leads at 20-11. St. Albans is in foul trouble, though, so they need to watch and control those fouls. They've got 16 fouls against Capitol's 3.
Yeah, I don't know how deep their bench is. So far, they've only had 2 subs. So foul trouble may be a concerning factor here going to the second half. St. Albans basketball, looks like we have full court coverage or full court press now by Capitol. Everybody's up. Clark to inbound, gives it to Samples. And Samples is bringing it himself. And he gets over the timeline. Martin with the basketball out at the top of the key. Sowards cuts out, grabs the ball. Hartwell in the lane, lays up a shot, falls short. Capitol clears the rebound. Into the lane goes number 3, Clark, can't come up with it. Hits off the side of the iron and goes out of bounds. St. Albans basketball.
It's almost like Capitol brings the pressure right here, but then they back off.
Give them that look, I guess, for the second half. Hartwell brings it up. And back out front to Samples. Samples closely guarded there. Samples drives the lane, kicks it back out. Shot taken there by Sowards. Comes up to the side of the iron. Here comes Capitol. Number 10, Hines. Blitzes down the court, passes it off inside to 23, Booker, and Booker loses it out of bounds. Another turnover for Capitol. Clark brings the ball in, gives the ball to Hartwell. Hartwell over the timeline, gives it to Clark. Clark out front. Looked like he turned the ball over, but no call. Samples drives the lane, kicks it off, and we got an offensive foul. Number 1 there, Eli. That's twice we've seen St. Albans do that. You need to probably stop and lay that one up, Josh. That's Eli's only first 1-0.
I don't know if I'd want to be on the receiving end of that one from Eli. He's a pretty stout boy.
Only a linebacker rolling through there.
Maybe when I was in high school. Not today.
Not today. 23, Booker with it. Drives into the lane. Now he kicks it back out. Pulls up his dribble. 3, Clark. Down in the corner there to Hampton. Hampton's got his back to the basket. Drives the lane, lays it up, and scores it. Boy, that's a power move there. Right over top of Martin and laid the ball in. Here comes Hartwell. Minute 55, 20 to 13. There's your St. Albans. Freshly into the ball game, number 30, Reuben Johnson back in. Top of the key shot by Martin. Here's a 3.
3 ball.
Martin drained that one. Back up court is Capitol. Number 4, Hampton drives the lane, kicks it back out. 23, Booker. Booker gets the shot blocked, and we got a foul called. Number 30, Reuben Johnson blocked the shot, but the ref saw it a different way. That'll send 23, Booker to the line for 2 shots.
Sometimes they can play that off in that fall, and it makes it look like it's a foul. The ref don't see it, so all they see is them hitting the ground. So it's all ball from my eyes.
And the first one is good. Booker.
That's the good thing about this being St. Albans broadcasting, that we can have those opinions, right?
Yeah. Came from the referee mentality. We never mess up.
All right. And if you do, stick with it, right?
The shot's missed. Oh, we got a floor foul. Number 4, Hampton rebounded the ball, went straight back up with it, but the referee called it on the floor. So we will shoot 1-1.
It's another one on Johnson.
And the foul there was number 30. Again, Reuben Johnson, the scoreboard's right. They have him with 4 fouls. But that's not very good for the second half. We'll be running out of big guys.
So there you have Wilkins and Johnson sitting on the bench right now.
Hampton with the first shot. Well, that was 1-1, so he gets the bonus shot. Banked it. How many people bank a foul shot?
If that's all you can make, that's what you do.
Hampton's second shot is good. I wrote foul throws over here. Number 3, Hartwell with St. Albans inbounds the ball, or takes the inbounds. 23-16. We're approaching the 1-minute mark here in the second quarter. Hartwell into the ball game, number 50, Boston Lark for St. Albans. Inside, wide open, Samples, lays it up and is fouled. He was wide open underneath on the baseline. Foul right there on number 2, Matt Amos. That's his first foul. 2 shots for Samples. First one's good.
Take it.
And the second shot is up. And good also. Here comes Capitol. We are at 1 minute to go here in the first half. Clark with the ball. He drives the lane, lays it up, and we got an offensive foul. Great defense, number 22 for St. Albans. Martin takes the offensive charge, and the foul there goes to number 3 from Capitol, Clark, and that's Clark's second. Team foul number 5, player possession foul, so they'll inbound the ball. And here comes Hartwell, up over the timeline at 50 seconds. Samples down in the corner, drives the lane, puts the ball on his hip, does a little move, gets it back, and no, take that back. Hartwell gets it back. Number 11 gets the ball, shoots, misses, rebounds St. Albans, and then off St. Albans out of bounds. Couple chances there, Josh.
Yeah, they seemed to bobble the ball on that last possession. They had it, just couldn't get it to go in.
Clark rebounded, Samples rebounded. And Martin couldn't hang on to it and rolls out of bounds. 25 seconds here in the first half, 25-16. St. Albans. Hampton with a long shot just inside the semicircle. Hartwell's going to take the ball all the way to the hoop, lays it off to number 11, Clark, and he lays it in. 9 seconds, 8.
Capitol's going to try to rush something.
Over to 3, Clark from 3, misses everything, and that's the half. Halftime here at St. Albans High School. St. Albans going to go to the locker room with a 27-16 lead. And we come back, we'll throw you out some statistics.
Hey everybody, Mayor Scott James here, Mayor of the great city of St. Albans. I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about what makes St. Albans such a wonderful place. A great place to visit and a great place to raise your family and live. You know, we've got so many unique businesses, dining, shopping in St. Albans that you don't have in other communities. We've got places like Shuckers Seafood. I'll put those scallops up against anybody's. Angela's on the river, which is in the historic Chilton House. The Cafe, Drummy's, Dwight's. I could go on and on. These are all unique dining experiences, and they're delicious, and they do a great job. Reasonably priced. So come down and get some dinner. Our shopping, Colonial Interiors, is a wonderful place to come in and look at furniture. It's unique furniture. As for a place to live, I know Home Snacks in 2018 ranked St. Albans as the 5th best community to live in the state of West Virginia. And we're very proud of that.
I'm Liz Hipshin. I'm the owner of the Parlor Salon in St. Albans, West Virginia. One of the many reasons I love having a business in St. Albans is the opportunity to mesh different generations, old and new. It's really a place where there's growing space for young entrepreneurs. It's a great place to have a business. It's a central location between Charleston and Huntington, so it just makes a great area. It's a place where you can really feel like the historic charm of the city. There's businesses that have been there for years, and there's new businesses like myself. We have like a bicycle shop, which is amazing. You don't find those a lot anymore, and you know, there's endless opportunities for younger people here, as well as amazing things that the older generation has put forward for us.
Hi, I'm Michael Irvin, owner of Coal River Coffee Company. I grew up in St. Albans, and the town is incredibly welcoming for people. The amenities are amazing, and they're growing. We have incredible parks, and just about every weekend the Parks Department in St. Albans is putting on family-friendly events. As a young person, there's always something to do, whether I want to go kayaking, check out one of the restaurants that we have, or even hit up live music, which we have at Coal River Coffee every Friday night, or at the Roadside Park on Saturdays. Also, if you're a young entrepreneur looking for something to do, a business to invest in, the city has an incredible program to help young people, or anybody for that matter, start a new business. They give you tax breaks, things like that, and City Council are very interactive in helping you get what you need to get going and also sustain your business.
Hello, I'm Parker Monix here in St. Albans representing Chandler's Floor Covering. I am a legacy to my grandfather who started the business in 1960, and we've been here on Old Main Plaza since 1973. We're shooting here right across the street at the Albans Theater, heart of the Arts District, here on the plaza. We have plenty of small businesses to offer here that are family owned. Between the Cupcakery down there on the plaza, we have Leonard's Electrical Services. We have plenty of automotive offers between Greg Chandler's, Bent Wheels. We also have Holsteins. But there's just an unlimited amount of opportunities and people to support here in St. Albans.
St. Albans, West Virginia is West Virginia's best kept secret. So I recommend and invite you to come down and visit, all right, and come down and raise a family and be part of this great community. Thank y'all very much.
Suicide is the third leading cause of death among pupils aged 15 to 19. 2007 marks the beginning of a rise in both suicide and suicide attempts, and 80% of suicides had previous warning signs. Within your 7 hours at the school, over 1,000 suicide attempts will take place, with about 40 of them successful. Those numbers correlate to about 3,700 attempts and 130 suicides per day.
Your morning routine is 4 lost lives. Your lunch is 2 to 3 lost lives. Your football practice is 14 deaths. Your band practice is 8 to 10 losses. Your 4-hour gaming session is 18 to 20 deaths. Your 8 hours sleep is 44 deaths. In just over 10 minutes, someone loses their life to suicide. Suicide is preventable. Know the signs.
If you know someone contemplating suicide, tell a trusted staff member or adult, privately. Everyone deserves a full life. This message was brought to you by the students of St. Albans High School.
And now back to the sideline action at Tex Williams Gymnasium.
Welcome back here to St. Albans High School, Tex Williams Gym. St. Albans leads at 27-16, 4:53 left in the halftime. I think we'll reset the team fouls, so everybody will be back to 0.
Yeah,
that's a plus.
Team fouls. We can't reset the personal fouls,
right?
Right now we're the two big guys, 24 for St. Albans, Wilkins, and number 30 Johnson. Both in, well, Wilkins, they took him out. He didn't come back after he got his second, so he has a few to play with. But Johnson went out with 4.
Yeah. So it's going to be a struggle for the second half if you need to stick him in there. And he knows.
Hampton is a chore in there for Capitol High School. He's big, and he fights for the ball. So
he's a strong boy.
Sometimes you need to man up to him there. And if you don't have a big man up, it's going to be kind of hard to do. Unofficial scoring in the first half for St. Albans. We got Chance Hartwell with 6. Tyreek Wilkins with 4 with that monster dunk that he had there in the first quarter as he received the ball on the baseline. Eli Samples with 2.
I think that might have been the 3 we missed. He had a 3.
Did he?
Tyreek did, yeah.
Yeah.
He had a long 3 out top.
Okay.
Oh, sorry about that.
All right, so we'll
I can remember that.
We'll put him with 7 then. Sowards with 3 and Clark with 9 there in the first half. That gives them. And for Capitol High School, we're still jotting down some numbers here. It looks like their leading scorer for their team is Hampton, as we mentioned. He's a load. Probably could have had a few more. He missed, several foul shots in there at the line, but we got him with 6 points. Clark with 3 and Booker with 3.
Also some low under put-ins. I mean, he missed a few of those as well. He's struggling to get the ball in the rim.
So second half, I think any adjustments you see, Josh?
I think if St. Albans come out with press, it might shake them up a little bit.
First time these two teams met, Capitol went in the locker room with a 25-24 lead. Then St. Albans came out in the second half and outscored them 46-40. So we do have 11-point lead. So even we can just bleed this through, maybe hold the ball a little bit.
Right.
And bleed it, and so the big guys don't stay in or won't get fouled out.
Try not to rush the ball down the floor and try to control the clock as much as you can.
I think we'll have to see if Capitol changes that press a little bit. I mean, they've showed press the whole game, but not really any pressure. It's just been more of a nonchalant, take up a little time, but, we don't have a shot clock, so, I mean, they're not
That might happen here in the future, a shot clock.
Kirk McCallum just took himself out of the game.
Took all the refs. They're all gone. They're teed up. They're out. Hey, I'm excited for the state tournament. I want to throw this out there. I'm really excited to see some of the state tournament because there's a boy at South Harrison. Have you seen this kid?
I saw that.
My goodness,
68. Shot 82% for the game.
68 points of the 111, I think it was.
Yes.
I was like, what in the world? That was a crazy game for them. Clay County is struggling. They're not a real good team, so that's what happens a lot of times. You just outscore them.
Yeah.
And they let the kid shoot.
Yeah.
One heck of a game for him.
Well, I think I saw the statistics. He only played 1 minute in the fourth quarter.
Really?
So he done all that scoring in 3 quarters.
Then he did a daggone good job. Hey, I will. I was amazed when I got to work there the other day, and one of the guys said, "Did you see the South Harrison score?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No," and they're like showing me clips, and I'm like, "That boy can shoot."
Yes.
And I looked at I think the record's 14-2 or something like that on the season. I was like, "Wow, this could be."
Back in the '80s, they had a score like that, and I can't remember if it was before the 3-point line or came after the 3-point line. I think he went on to play at AB and actually coach at AB later on, but I can't recall his name. So I was wanting to see where this kid lied in the record books with him.
All right. Real quick, our game is sponsored by Peyton Law Firm, PLC. That's been the St. Albans High School boys basketball game sponsor all season long. Another sponsor of boys basketball is Morris Insurance Services, Walt Hall. If you're in the need for some insurance, give him a call, 757-5477. He'll take care of you. And we're ready to start the second half.
There you go. St. Albans will inbound the ball to start the second half. 27-16, St. Albans. And we get ready to start the second half. Got Eli Samples on the court, Chance Hartwell on the court. 24, Tyque Wilkins. 22, Elijah Martin. Starting the half with St. Albans. 4. Ball's inbounded, and here we go. Oh, Martin in the lane. He is going to be fouled. I'm sorry, Wilkins in the lane. Wilkins took the ball into the paint and gets fouled going to the hoop. And that's going to be a foul on number 3, Clark, and that's Clark's third. We'll be shooting 2. And the first one misses. Second shot. Try to set the lineup here for Capitol High School. Number 2, Amos. And the second one is good. Number 3, Clark. 23, Booker. Number 10, Hines. And number 4, Hampton. Hampton with the ball out at the top of the key. As he works the ball around, comes off a screen, gives the ball to number 3. Back inside to 23, and 23 goes up and lays the ball in and is fouled. 23 there, Booker received the pass from Hines, lays it in, and then he is fouled by number 22 from St. Albans, Elijah Martin. Elijah's second foul, team foul number 1, and he'll get a +1 here. And the shot is up and misses, and looked like it should have been a lane violation, and it was. The referee blew that one off as the shooter took off. The ball has to hit the rim. The ball did not hit the rim before he left the stripe. He got his rebound and laid it back in, but that one will be waved off. 28-18. St. Albans. Samples brings the ball up the court. He's being closely guarded there by Clark. And it looked like he's advancing the ball, but I didn't see no 5-second ticking by the referee. Hartwell with the ball. Over to Martin. Martin back to Hartwell. Hartwell drives. Gives it to Wilkins. Wilkins goes up, and the shot is blocked out of bounds. It will be St. Albans basketball underneath. Wilkins drove the baseline and got it blocked from behind. Inbounding the basketball for St. Albans, Hartwell. Hartwell to Wilkins on the inbound. Gives the ball to Samples. Samples dribbles into the lane, lays it up, missed everything. Rebound by Wilkins. Wilkins goes up and's fouled. He went straight up, and Hampton, number 4 for Capitol High School, fouled him. So Wilkins will go to the line to shoot 2. That's number 2 on Hampton. And Wilkins makes the first. And the second shot is up, and it's good. There comes Capitol back on offense. Hines with the basketball. Gives it to Hampton. Hampton has a lot of room out there. Not thinking he's going to shoot it. Hines in the lane, lays it up, no good. Hampton with the rebound, put back, no good. Wilkins with the rebound, over to Hartwell. Hartwell advances the ball over the timeline. In the lane, Hartwell lays it in. Hartwell drove the lane, laid it up, and scores it. 32-18, St. Albans, 6-13, third quarter. Hines with the basketball. Down low, we got Hampton with it. Wilkins there, stolen away by Hartwell. Hartwell up wide open is number 11, Clark, and he's going to lay it up and good. Hines for Capitol at the top of the key. Guarded there by Clark. Over. The ball is kicked out of bounds. Nope, we got a foul called. And the foul is called on number 22, Elijah Martin for St. Albans. That will be his third. Coming into the ball game now, number 5 for St. Albans, Bryson Sowers. He replaces Martin. Capitol, Amos with the inbound.
It's a decent little cushion, though, to sub him out and keep him for the fourth.
Yeah. Amos. Hines with the basketball, gets a screen from 23, Booker, and drills the 3. (34-21). St. Albans with the lead. 5:20 here in the third quarter. Hartwell guarded there by Hines. Gets it to Samples. Samples drives in the lane. Kicks it to Sowers. Wide open 3. Count it. Sowers just hanging out. Makes the 3. 37-21. Number 3, Clark, takes the ball all the way down the court and lays it in. And we got a whistle. The officials doing some housekeeping over there. Players saying that the floor is slick. Doesn't see anything, so we'll play. Number 11, Clark to inbound it for St. Albans. Full court pressure by Capitol. Hartwell with the basketball. As he dribbles up, closely guarded there by Amos. Amos to Hartwell over to Sowers.
They're going to come up on Sowers a little bit, looks like, to try to keep him away from that 3.
A running one-hander by Hartwell, misses everything. Here we go, back up court. Amos over to Hines. Hines drives into the lane, kicks it off to Hampton. Hampton goes up, and he's called for the offensive foul. 24. Wilkins sets up great defense.
Lowering that shoulder in. If you look back right now, you're seeing the replay. You see that they
Capitol coach is a little upset with that, Josh.
Well, you can tell he lowered the shoulder into him as
he'll watch that huddle there on tomorrow, and he'll see that. Now
he'll probably fast forward. I didn't see it.
Referee Wilkinson out there doing his housekeeping work. That end of the court there is a little damp down there. All right, St. Albans will inbound the basketball. Number 11, Clark. And he's having trouble getting it in. He's going to get a 5-second call. The coach for St. Albans was calling a timeout, but the referee didn't hear him. Now we got some question. What's going on? Now we got a conference with the officials.
Looks like he was in the middle of the time trying to call timeout, and no one was listening. Is that the rocking chair guy's job? You were reffing. Isn't that his job to kind of pay attention to that? When he gets to that 5 second.
Well, he stands there in front of the coach, so the coach needs to go to him. And
he was on this side of the floor.
You have to see and you have to hear.
Right.
To give it granted the timeout. Apparently it wasn't, because the ball is going to be Capitol's ball. Capital inbounds the basketball underneath their basket. Hampton out front, closely guarded there by Wilkins. He takes a spin move. Now he rolls in the lane and lays it up and gets the basket. Looked like a little travel there, but
there might have been 3 steps there.
They're playing in the NBA.
What was that? What do they call that? The
Euro.
Yeah, the Euro step. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Number 3, Hartwell gives it to Samples.
The preparation
Samples
step.
Double team back to Hartwell to Wilkins. Takes the ball into the lane, lays it off the glass, and scores it. 39-25, St. Albans. Whoa, and there you go again. Number 3, Clark drives in the lane. He takes that little Euro step, and the ball's knocked out of bounds.
They think they're going to get away with it each time now.
This time Hampton gets the inbounds, kicks it over to Clark. Clark's up and scores it. Ajay Clark for Capital scores the basket. And now we got a stoppage of play by the official. Let's see what's going on here.
Coach.
I'm not certain what's going on.
This coach already been called down earlier on this season, gotten a little bit of trouble with referees.
Yeah.
You think he'd shut his mouth.
St. Albans basketball, 39-27. 12-point lead. Samples brings it up over, and he is fouled. No, they're calling jump ball. Number 3, Clark, comes over and ties up Samples. I thought he had his arm. No call. We'll go the other way. Jump ball, alternating possession goes to Capital. Hines with the basketball. Guarded by Clark, and now we got a push foul on St. Albans. Tempers are starting to flare a little bit. Oh, a technical foul on number 1. A little extra administrative work tonight for the referee. So Samples is called with the T. That goes as a personal. That will be his second. Assistant coach for St. Albans is trying to calm him down. Number 3, Delajay Clark for Capital, shooting the technical fouls, makes the first one. He'll get a second one. And Capital will inbound the basketball. Samples goes to the bench. And the second one is no good. And we'll go to midcourt. Number 23, Booker to inbound the basketball. Over to Clark, and here we go. Crosses over the midcourt line. Guarded there by Hartwell. Ball is kicked around. Amos gets it and lays it off the glass. Number 3 there. Clark tried to drive the lane. Got the ball dropped, kicked away from him, and Amos picked it up and laid it up. Got some pressure. He stopped his dribble. Wilkins gets it down in the corner, drives the lane, and he throws it off of Capital's leg. Inbound it underneath will be St. Albans. Capital subbing. Number 0, Jaquez Loveless into the game. And St. Albans inbounds. Hartwell over to Martin, back to Hartwell as he comes back out to get it. Double team, but Martin gets it back, and then he loses it. Capital has it, and here comes Capital. Number 3, Clark, comes down inside the three-point line, takes the shot, and rebounded by Hartwell. Hartwell pushing the ball fast for St. Albans as he goes into the lane, lays the ball off the glass, and now we got an offensive foul called. Third one tonight we've seen of that. 3 different players, but same results. And now we got a timeout by St. Albans. That foul is going to go on Chance Hartwell. That'd be his first. Team foul number 4 for St. Albans.
He coming down, holding his hip, going to the sideline.
Kind of the catalyst of that team. You can't lose him.
Right. Good ball handler.
Got the trainer over there looking at him.
Hopefully it's just a cramp up from hitting the floor.
Yeah, I think players see that goal and they just want to take the ball straight to the hoop.
I think he had an option to the right on that. He could have ditched it out just a little bit.
Yeah, stop, kick, or just stop and lay it up. I mean, I know that layup looks good, but
trying to draw that foul is what he was trying to do, look like.
A little harder anymore. They gave it the defensive player a little bit more room now. Before, you had to be set for a certain amount of time like your legs are in cement. Now, as long as you're in a legal guarding position, and that's basically facing your
opponent, right?
Your player, you're in legal guardian position as long as your shoulders are square. That's why we've seen a lot more offensive fouls in every league. All right, we're ready to play. 2:25, 9-point lead for St. Albans, 39-30. Capitol with the basketball. Number 10, Hines, he drives, stops his dribble, kicks it back out to Lovelace. Lovelace guarded there by Sowers. Gets a nice screen there by Hampton, kicks it across, driving the lane, and back to Hampton. Hampton off the glass and scores it. Great drive by Booker. The defensive player came over, and that left a wide open shot. Number 3, Hartwell, is in the game, so whatever he had is fixed. And he's getting some defensive pressure out there by Lovelace. And now he's got the count by the referee here, so he's going to have to get rid of it, but he does. He gets it to Martin. Martin drives the lane and gets fouled.
Real quick, just got a message from Guy Taturis. Guy Taturis owns Shuckers down on Old Main. Familiar with the restaurant? I like to eat there. You probably been there a couple times.
They're going to do what with it?
No. So He just messaged me.
Oh, okay.
And he says he wanted to know who was announcing with me, and I told him your name, and I said, you want to hire him to do it all the time?
Yeah. There you go. 22 for St. Albans.
They got it. I guess they got it on in the restaurant there watching. So shout out to Shuckers.
First shot up and no good off the back of the iron. Martin's second shot. Makes a few dribbles. Throws it up and good. 40-32. Minute 38. Here comes Capitol. Oh, we got an official timeout. What do we got going on now? I think the official wound the clock there. He didn't touch it. Don't have those sensors the NBA and college has. They're going to roll it down. Let's see if he gives them an extra second here. Yep. He chalked the clock. We're ready to go. 10. Hines with the basketball. Guarded there by Clark. Goes in the lane, and he's going to be fouled.
It's not good in the third getting these.
Sowers first, though, so we're good there. But it's going to be a two-shot foul. Hines at the line. And the first one is up and off the back of the iron. Hines gets a second. Hines' second shot is up and through. And the ball is inbounded to Hartwell. Hartwell guarded there by Lovelace. Oh, and we got a foul. Kind of a hard foul there by Lovelace, but That's the 5th team foul, still common. And Lovelace's first foul of the game. Inbounder is Jaden Clark. Inbounds it to Harless. Harless again guarded by Lovelace. Sowers with the basketball. Gives it to Martin. Martin drives in the lane, gives a spin move, goes up, misses it. Rebound cleared by Hampton from Capitol. Brings the ball all the way up the court. Gives the ball to Hines. Hines goes into the lane and just throws the ball up, and he's going to be called for an offensive foul. Out of control, Josh.
Yeah, and he went down hard.
He's not going to get rewarded for that.
No. There was no direction where that ball was going. He had no clue.
Nothing.
Hoping somebody would grab it.
Team foul, number 6. And St. Albans going to inbound it. There we go. Live from Shuckers. Head on out there. You can watch the game.
Maybe God hook us up with some cheese fries or something.
There you go. Hartwell, guarded by Lovelace as he brings the ball up over midcourt. Clark with the basketball. He gets a screen over to Martin. Martin into the lane, kicks it back out. Wilkins shot from about 18. Nails it.
We'll take it. We need it.
He's got a pretty shot. Lovelace with the basketball, and then to Clark. Clark comes off the screen. Oh, and then we got a block foul.
That'll be, I think, 4 on.
Hey, that's 22. Yeah. 22, Martin. Elijah Martin. That's his 4th personal for St. Albans. And then we're going to get a 2-shot foul here as we're going to send DeMaje Clark back to the line. It looks like Samples will be re-entering the game here after this first shot for St. Albans.
I'll tell you this. I'm glad we can get the kids exposure in town and out of town with just having a little live stream stuff set up here.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And it gives businesses, I mean, if somebody's not able to make it, I mean, sick or something at home, a grandparent, whatever, they're able to tune right in and be able to watch. And I'm excited for that, for the school, and for the opportunity.
Exactly. It's a great service. All right, second shot is good. 42-35. St. Albans still has the lead. We're under 25 seconds here in the third quarter. Hartwell's guarded there by Lovelace. Oh, and he passes it over to Clark. Clark nearly loses it. Dribbles in the lane, kicks it back out to Sowers. Sowers rolls into the foul line and shoots it and scores it. 5 seconds to go. Here comes Capitol. Clark dribbles all the way down, and he runs out of time. Great shot there by Sowers.
Wow, what a third.
Took the dribble, straight up, jump shot from the foul line, and canned it. 44-35 is our score here at the end of the third quarter. As we set the scene here. Foul troubles, Josh.
I'm impressed right now.
We got the bigs for St. Albans, 2 of them with 4 fouls. Wilkins has played the second half so far without getting any further. So I look for pretty much the same from Capitol. Capitol started to put a little bit more pressure on the ball. I think St. Albans realized that. I think that's why it got maybe a little chippy there, a little touch fouls that maybe didn't get called. All right, we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Capitol's coming out with number 11, Keon Likens. I'm not seeing him in the game tonight. Number 24, Elijah Bennett.
Again, real quick, thank you, Guy, again, for supporting St. Albans sports and a little bit of promo there. I got a little icon I was able to throw up there for him.
All right.
Make him happy.
A little information there. We get the ball here. St. Albans inbounds to start the fourth quarter. Hartwell with the basketball over to Sowards. Sowards looked like he walked, but no call from the ref. Wilkins drives the lane and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Kind of looked like he got his arm grabbed before he even walked.
Yeah.
Kind of. So I guess they could have called it either way.
That 24 that just came in for Capitol, Elijah Bennett, won the MSAC dunk competition over the weekend.
Yep.
Try to set these lineups for you here. St. Albans is going to counter with Sowards and Hartwell at the guards. Samples and Clark, 2 undersized guys probably playing in there at the forward position, and your big man Wilkins as he makes the first foul shot. The second one is up and in and out, and rebound there, as we just talked about, on cue. Elijah Bennett for Capitol with the rebound. Number 3, Clark drives all the way to the basket, lays it up, no good. Wilkins with the rebound, kicks it out. Here comes Jonathan Clark, or Jaden Clark goes up. Oh, the ball rolls in and out. Rebound Capitol, and stolen back. Clark with the steal and lays it back in.
Able to capitalize off that steal there and put it right back in the basket.
Didn't see him back there, did he?
I think he tried to run with it before he got control.
Lovelace with the basketball, rolls in, about the foul line extended, misses the shot.
Looks
Rebound
like
there by Sowers.
Capitol's trying to push stuff now. They're trying to make something fall. And that'll hurt you in the long run.
Hartwell with the basketball. Guarded there by Lovelace.
Cap's in trouble, foul trouble.
Oh, he gets run over.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get an offensive foul call there. Sowers
lowered
just
his head and his shoulder.
And went. He's practicing for football next season.
All right.
That's number 2 on Sowers. Team foul number 7, but that's a player possession foul, so that ball will be inbounded for Capitol High School. Number 3, Clark, will inbound it. They let the ball roll down here, so they won't waste any time on there. Sign lets it roll down, picks the ball up, then crosses over the midcourt line. Hines with the basketball as he calls the offense. Closely guarded there by Clark. Screen set there by Hampton as Clark goes all the way in, lays it up, no good. Rebound, Sowers gives it to Clark. Clark is running, he's up and lays it in. And Capitals quickly to push the ball back. Hampton with the basketball, throws it inside and throws it away, but we got a foul called. Number 1, Eli Samples with the foul. That's his 3rd. And that'll be a 1-and-1, and that'll send number 3, Clark, to the line for that 1-and-1. Nope, they're pulling him away from there. And they're sending 23, Booker. Oh. And we got a 1-and-1. It's up and good. So we get the bonus part. When do you think Coach will counter with the 4 fouls? Wait till the 4-minute mark, 3-minute mark? Second shot.
I would hope.
Yeah. Is up and not there. Samples pulls down the rebound. He's guarded there by 23, Booker. And he gives it to Hartwell, and here comes St. Albans Dragons. Clark outside. Weaves around, gives it to Samples. Samples to Hartwell. Hartwell drives in the lane, shoots a 15-footer. Off the rim, no good. Oh, near rebound, but they're going to call a push in the back by Wilkins. Wilkins sky and high there, had the ball in his hand. And that's Wilkins' 3rd foul, team foul number 9. And that one will walk the other end of the court and shoot 1-and-1. Wilkins played that whole 3rd quarter and not committed any fouls, so that really helped.
I was watching him there. He went over to get in the huddle with Capitol. Did you notice that? He was going to go over and listen in.
Hampton at the line for that 1+1. First one's up and no good. Rebound Wilkins. Here comes Hartwell. And he's guarded by Lovelace. Boy, he's going to have him nightmares of this guy. He's been in his grill all night. This time they switch off. Clark comes over to guard him. And Clark gets the ball for St. Albans. Inside. Oh, it's blocked by 23, Booker. And they're saying it last touched St. Albans. So Capitol will have the basketball. 5:42, fourth quarter, 49-36. The Red Dragons with the lead. Clark with the basketball inside. Pees it off to Hampton, and Hampton lays it off the glass and scores it. 49-38. Still a good, comfortable lead. 5 and some change to go in the game. Hartwell with the basketball. Takes the double team at midcourt, and then we got a timeout by St. Albans High School. Coach there.
That was definitely questionable. That was not the guy's call on the other side. I think the guy over here just missed the call completely. Down there and out of bounds.
Your monitor's in the way. I couldn't tell.
Sorry.
I guess I should watch the monitor.
There you go.
That should be fine. All right.
I didn't see what happened, but I was looking at the way the reaction was coming from the crowd over here. I think they was ready to hang the kid that's right here.
All right.
Young guy.
This Clark with 6 points this half. Wilkins with 7 points this half. That's been the scoring for St. Albans. All right, 5:21, 49-38, fourth quarter. Jaden Clark to inbound it for St. Albans. Inbounds it over to Hartwell. Hartwell once again, is guarded there by Lovelace. Now a double team, and now we're getting a technical foul from the bench. The assistant coach stood up on the sidelines, in which that is a technical foul in high school basketball. So number 3, Demaje Clark, will shoot the technical fouls. And that'll be an administration foul. And the basket is good. 49-39, St. Albans. 5:16 here in the fourth quarter. Senior night in St. Albans.
They've cut that lead down.
All right, 23. Booker to inbound the basketball. And he inbounds at midcourt over to Clark, and here comes Capitol High School. In the corner, down low to Hampton. Hampton takes a few dribbles inside, he turns, goes up. Shots blocked by 24, Wilkins. Here comes St. Albans. Hartwell with the basketball. And he's being guarded now by Clark. Wilkins with the basketball. Samples outside. Sample looks inside to Clark from 3. Off the rim. No rebound. Hartwell. St. Albans with the basketball. Over to Samples. Maybe trying to run some clock here. Double team outside. Samples with it. Over to Sowards from 3, but I think they're just going to count that as a 2. 2, foot on the line. Wilkins, the referee, said his foot was on the line there. So it's a 2-point basket. 51-50, right where we were at halftime. 11-point lead. Number 10, Hines, dribbles down the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound, Capitol, 23, and that's Booker, and Booker gets fouled as he tries to put the ball back. I think we got number 5, Sowards, with the foul. Number 3. And the first one's up and good. The senior, Markel Booker, at the foul line for Capitol. Substitution for St. Albans. Samples off. And I think they brought Martin back. Yep, Martin's back on the court there with 4 fouls for St. Albans. Clark inbounds the basketball and gets it to Martin. Martin over to Hartwell, and Hartwell sprints it up into the front court. Oh, and then Lovelace runs him over. And now we'll shoot 1-on-1.
Hartwell's not the guy to put on the line, like you said earlier in pregame. He's dominant from the free throw line.
78% foul shooter on the season. Lovelace second foul, and this will be a 1-on-1. So you gotta get him, gotta hit him. And he does. First one is good.
.403 left in this fourth. Both teams in foul trouble.
Yes. All right, second one is also good. 53-42. Clark with the basketball behind the back, dribbles into the lane, turns. Oh, now we got a foul. Wilkins, I think, no, it wasn't Wilkins. Martin went down to try to take the offensive foul, but I don't know if there was that much contact. But they did whistle the foul on number 3, Chance Hartway, and that's his second foul. So Capitol will be shooting 1-on-1. Number 3, DeMaje Clark, will be the foul shooter. First one's up and good. We are in the double bonus now. 10 fouls for Capitol High School. 10-point lead. 3:54, 9-point lead. Clark to inbound it for St. Albans. Full court pressure now by Capitol. Sowards with the basketball, hands it off to Hartwell, and here comes St. Albans. Crosses over the timeline, and he gets, oh no, that's a backcourt. Called a 10-second call there. All 3 points have to be crossed. Both feet and the ball, so apparently the ball never crossed. Hampton with the basketball, drives into the lane. Pitches it out to Booker. Booker over to Clark, and Clark lays it in. Capitol starting to put a little push on St. Albans right now. 53-46. Full court pressure, double team in the corner. Hartwell gets it stolen from him. 10, Hines into the lane, lays it off.
Now it's time for a timeout, Coach.
Looks like Clark with the basket.
Slow it up.
53-48, and then we got a foul on Clark. And then we'll walk the other end of the court and shoot 1-on-1. That is the fourth on DeMaje Clark. Boy, that'd be a big loss. We need to get the fifth there. Sowards at the line for St. Albans. 53-48. Shot is up and good. Second shot is up off the rim. No good. Rebound, Hampton. Hampton pushes it out to Hines. Hines quickly pushes it up into the front court. Gives it off to Clark. Now Hampton with the basketball. He rolls in the lane, and offensive foul on Hampton. Player possession foul. So St. Albans will inbound it. Well, both teams right now, Josh, will be in the double bonus. That's the fourth on Hampton. So like you said, both teams in foul trouble. Both teams out there playing with guys with 4 fouls. Clark to inbound it for St. Albans. He gets it to Hartwell. He's guarded there by Lovelace. Brings it up and looks like he's fouled. He was fouled by Lovelace. And he'll go to the line, shoot 2. Referee put himself in a situation. The guy fouled him, didn't call it, and then he didn't foul him, then he called it.
Clark's not happy with that call. He's still into the ref. He's about to get teed if he's not careful.
Yeah. First foul shot is up and good for Hartwell. We'll get one more, 55-48. Try to set this up for you. We got on the court for St. Albans, Martin, Wilkins, Clark, Hartwell, and Sowers. And now we got a full timeout by St. Albans High School.
So I'm not sure. Did Dana get a timeout, Coach Womack?
Yes.
He did? Or a technical, I'm sorry.
No.
Because they've set him down now, too. He's been sitting.
Bench personnel counts as you got to control your bench personnel. Yeah, any bench personnel is not allowed to stand only during timeouts. And that's just full timeouts.
Right.
So once he stood up, that's an automatic technical foul. It's an indirect technical foul to the coach.
So he gets punished for that, basically.
They got the Capitol coach walking all the way to the end. I know he was past his coach's box there on that one call.
The white line's down there. He's way past it because their bench exceeds that.
No call there. But
and he's been in the ref's ear the whole game.
Capitol basketball, 56-48, 2:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. Try to set this. Hines, Clark, Hampton, Booker, and trying to get the fifth player there for you for Capitol High School here. Loveless in the game. Hampton with the screen. Ball's kicked out to Booker. Booker to Loveless. Back to Booker. Booker drives the lane. Kicks it out. Back to Booker. Booker gets it blocked, and they call a foul. And I think that's going to be 5 on 22. That's Elijah Martin. Oh, no, 24. They got Wilkins on that. That's his fourth.
2:37 left. So
the two bigs with 4. 2:37. Two-shot foul, 23, Booker. 56-49. Every foul shot's crucial at this point. Ball's off the rim. Hartwell with the rebound for St. Albans. Guarded there by Loveless as he brings the ball up over the midcourt. Gives it to Sowers. Sowers over to Martin. And back to Hartwell.
Trying to kill some time on the clock.
Loveless is in his grill. He dribbles past him, goes to the hoop, and he's going to draw the foul and go to the line. A little crossover, got by Harless into the lane, and gets the block foul. And we get a two-shot foul, which everything is a two-shot foul at this point. Foul there was called on Booker. It's only his second. It's hard to believe we only have 2 fouls on somebody.
Right.
Hartwell's first one's up and good.
Capitol comes in with a deep bench, so they can surprise you. I guess they've been able to cycle guys in and out that's got the fouls.
Second shot is up and doesn't roll. Hampton with the rebound, and here comes Capitol. Gets it over to Booker. Booker driving all the way down. Stops at the foul line, and it's stolen away by Hartwell. Hartwell kicks it over to Clark. Clark goes all the way in and lays it in and scores it. Hartwell came and picked his pocket. 3, Clark, no. Wilkins rebound. Hartwell has it. I think the wind just came out of Capitol's sail there on that layup.
1:40 left in the fourth. 10-point lead for St. Albans.
Hartwell's with the basketball. He's going to dribble all the way to the hoop, lays it up, and no good. Booker with the rebound. Quickly up court is Capitol. Clark into the lane, lays it up and scores it. Timeout Capitol. 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Senior night. Final regular season game for both teams as we get ready for sectionals next week. St. Albans 59 and the Capitol Cougars 51 as we go. St. Albans going for the sweep this year.
Speaking of sectionals, tomorrow night right here at St. Albans High School, the girls will be opening sectionals up against Hurricane. We beat them early in the season at their house. They're coming to ours.
I was looking at their schedule. They get beat quite often.
All right.
Hurricane does.
We got the opportunity to have the first seed, so we'll host the first game, and we're going to win that game, and then we'll get to host the second because top seed gets the home court advantage.
There you go.
So we could potentially get into the state tournament without having to leave our gym.
All right, here we go. Set you up 59-51, 123. St. Albans inbound the basketball. Sowards has the baseline if he needs it, and he does take it, and he throws it away. Just threw it too far wide, and the ball goes out of bounds. Capitol with the basketball. Loveless will inbound. There we go. Clark over the midcourt. Shot taken there by Hines, and he drills a three. 59-54. Full court pressure. Hartwell with the basketball. Tries to get it up. Clark, and it's knocked out of bounds. St. Albans basketball right here in front of us, right in front of the scorer's table here. Sowers will inbound the basketball. 1 minute, 1 second to go in the game. 59-54. Inbound into the backcourt is Hartwell. Hartwell brings it up over the timeline. Just dribble out the time here, boys. Clark with the basketball. As he dribbles, you would think they'd be trying to foul with 49 seconds to go. No foul yet. Hartwell with the basketball gives it to Sowers. Sowers brings it back out. Back to Hartwell.
They don't
Clark, and there's the foul.
I say they don't want to
put
about
Hartwell. 20
Hartwell.
Seconds there.
Yeah, they don't want to put Hartwell on the line, so they're not going to foul him.
So Lovelace picks up his fourth foul. Just another one with the fourth foul. And this will send Jaden Clark to the line. He'll shoot two. Could ice it up right here. First one's up. Oh, off the back of the iron. That's up and off. Here comes Capitol. Missed both shots. Capitol driving all the way to the link. Up, shot, block foul. Clark dribbled it from coast to coast, laid it up, and missed it. But we got a foul called. 22. Elijah Martin, and that will be his fifth. Our first disqualification of the game here. Eli Samples comes into the game to replace Martin. Clark goes to the line. He'll be shooting two. First one's up, rims it, and goes in. Clark gets his second shot. It's up and good. Cuts that lead. 59-56. One possession game here. Hey, and we got a timeout called by St. Albans. Struggled there. They almost didn't get that ball up. Full timeout, St. Albans.
Coach Womack had to run to the referee because he wasn't listening to him, wasn't watching him.
I think Capitol there was trying to wait till they crossed the line before they made the foul, try to get that 10-second call. They almost got it. So we'll set the stage here. Elijah Martin for St. Albans is fouled out. Several players with 5 fouls for both teams. But with 24 seconds, we hope we don't need overtime.
Right.
All right, let's see what Capitol comes out of with here. They got Lovelace, Clark, Hampton, Booker, and Hines on the field, or on the court. Sowers to inbound the ball for St. Albans. He gets it into Hartwell, back to Sowers. Here comes Samples. He crosses over the midcourt line, and he's going to be fouled as soon as he crosses the midcourt line. And I think we're going to get our second disqualification there as Lovelace has just fouled out of the game for Capitol.
Coach not wanting to pull him out.
Yeah.
I guess he wasn't listening to the announcer.
Who'd they sub with him? They didn't sub
Nobody.
Yet.
Coach is even confused.
He's going to use his allotment of time there to get his player in. And here comes Matt Amos into the game for Capitol to take Lovelace. He started the game. And then Lovelace came in to sub, and that's all she wrote here tonight. All right, so Samples at the line. He can ice it right here, make it a two-possession game. Just need one. First one's up, misses. (59-56), 19.7 seconds.
Look at him talking crap.
Second one's up and no good. Oh my, 19 seconds. Here comes Capitol pushing it fast. Clark all the way up and the ball is blocked. And I think they're going to get a goaltending call. And they did. A goaltending call goes on number 24, Tyreek Wilkins for St. Albans. That cuts the lead to 1, 59-58. Sowers to inbound. Gets it into Hartwell. Hartwell breaks up, and then he's fouled. Amos runs by and makes the foul. All right, we make two here. Force them to shoot the three.
Capitol's Clark trying to tell the referee how to do his job.
Matt Amos got the foul there. It's only his second. And Hartwell's first shot is up and no good.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Pressure. Oh, he's got to make this one. The only thing is you're in double bonus, so your defense has got to be tight, but can't be tight enough to be a foul. Second one is up and good. All right, we got a 2-point game. 7.9 seconds left, and we got a timeout on the court. I believe that was Capitol High School that called the timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout.
7.9 seconds left, and it is the fourth quarter. Some things have to be manually inputted. I apologize for that.
Good game, man.
I've been so wrapped up in the game. St. Albans went from a big lead down to a 2-point lead.
11-point lead at halftime. Well, I just said the pregame that Capitol Saturday had the same thing, down by 11 points to start the fourth quarter and then hit a game winner to win the game. So it's kind of deja vu for him here. 11-point game. Like I said, we got the double bonus. I think the possession arrow is Capitol also, so they will have to go the length of the court. The ball's going to be inbounded underneath the basket. Looks like St. Albans is going to put a little bit of pressure on them.
Can't let them have that roll ball.
Look for Clark to get this and just go coast to coast. That's what he's been doing. As he lines up over on the left side, crosses over to the right, and the ball's inbounded to Hines. Hines is going to take it coast to coast. He goes into the lane, gets it off to Hampton. Hampton's shot is no good. Foul called. The foul's going to go on 24, and that's his fifth. Wilkins has just fouled out of the game. At 3 fouls to give the second half. Went all the way down to 2 seconds before he gave it up. Hampton at the line could tie the game, possibly send us to overtime. With 2 bigs for St. Albans on the bench now.
Hoping he at least misses one. If he misses one, get it inbounded Hartwell. Hartwell don't want to put him on the line, so that would be the opportunity.
First one's up, and no
out.
good.
That's what we needed right there. Hopefully that can.
Coach.
My camera guy's down there in his face.
All right, well, 60-58. I think their only chance is to try to miss it and get the rebound. You score it, St. Albans, all they have to do is throw the ball the length of the court and hope someone touches it. Two seconds. St. Albans 60, Capitol 58. Capitol has 1 foul shot left. The shooter is Hampton, Shalik Hampton. The center, postman. St. Albans has had 2 guys foul out of this game. Number 24, Tykeek Wilkins. Number 22, Elijah Martin. Capitals had Jaquez Lovelace foul out of the game. St. Albans comes out with Samples, Sowers, Clark, Hartwell, and now into the game is Boston Lark, number 50 for St. Albans. He'll be playing the post.
All right, we're going to break out the loser dance.
Here we go. Number 4, as we mentioned, Hampton at the line for 1 shot. Ball goes in. I think St. Albans just throws it down the court. Shot is up. No good. And there it is. The game is over.
Oh, 1 second.
Oh, 1 second. They stopped it.
They fouled him with.
We got a foul called.
0.1 second. 1/10 of a
Jeez,
second.
I thought it was over. Tayshawn Hines with the foul. And that is his 5th. So 2 players for each team is fouled out, and that's the game. I don't think there's any way they can win it.
I don't think so.
Hartwell goes to the line. He'll shoot 2.
What's that Al says? I don't think so, Tim. It's I don't think so, Mark. Not today.
They put 4/10 of a second back up on the clock, so we got 5/10 of a second and 2 shots on it. So and the first one's up and good. 3-point game. Reset that last series. Capitol went to the line to shoot 2, missed the first one. The second one looked like he intentionally missed it. Came off the rim, really reboundable for Capitol, but Hartwell slipped in, grabbed the rebound, and then quickly was fouled. And both shots are good. That puts the game out of reach, 62-58. And there it is. The horn blows before the shot goes
that
off.
was close.
And that is the game. That's a wrap. Senior night 2023. Conclusion of the regular season as we get ready to set up for the sectionals next week.
Not sure about final scores there, but I'm kind of looking over there. Tyreek Wilkins had a heck of a game for
Hartwell.
Chance Hartwell. I mean, they both
12, 14 for Wilkins. Now these are unofficial. I don't keep stats. So
all right, we appreciate Jill helping out here and doing that for us. That's your spouse, right, Mark? That's
yes.
your spouse.
Yes.
So, see, Jill, something you didn't know. I mean, she's listening in right now. My wife, Ashley, she makes the little banners that we throw up on the screen before the games, like these little ads you're seeing right there on the screen. I've asked her to do those. She's the creative one. You're the one who can keep numbers for us.
Her first time.
Her first time. She said she did it in high school. That's good
High
stuff.
school.
That's good stuff.
All right, good deal.
Great game. I mean, if we'd have to give a player of the game, offensive player of the game, who would you pick out of that for St. Albans or Capitol?
I give it to Clark. I thought Clark played a heck of a second half. Had a couple runouts, played some good defense there. Got that steal there in that second half when he missed the layup. Guy rebounded for Capitol, and he comes up behind, makes the steal, puts it back in. That was crucial. I mean, it could have been – he didn't have that. Could have had, Ty going to the game there.
Right.
They wouldn't have made that foul there at the end. This game, went to overtime. But
So defensive player game, who would you have?
Defensive player of the game by far is Wilkins. Guy's a monster underneath. He can shot block. He plays incredible defense. I mean, he took a couple, couple charges, a couple blocks on one of them, I do believe. Did take a charge on one. But very, very versatile underneath. Doesn't drop any, so he's got good hands. So I look good things for him.
Right. I'm gonna throw out an MVP. I think Chance Hartwell. Chance Hartwell controls the ball, able to run it up and down the court. He's good against opposition the whole times, and made those crucial free throws during the game. I mean, that's what wins games is those free throws. So
yep,
he had a heck of a game there.
He was under pressure the whole game. I don't think that he probably didn't have the night that he wanted with the pressure that he had. I mean, everything he did was under pressure. He was getting double teamed in the whole second half. As soon as he crossed midcourt, the double team.
You gonna do the lacrosse?
They definitely needed him tonight. You need a point guard that doesn't turn the ball over, and
you're absolutely correct. He can work the ball. I mean, he is good. He's the ball handler, and I don't know where we would have been tonight without him on the floor. That's why I forward him the MVP from my pick. That would be my MVP of the game. You got offense and a defensive pick. Outstanding game. I mean, it came down to the wire, very close, and I'm really proud that St. Albans won this game against Capitol. We'll move on to sectionals next week. I think that they're playing Hurricane at Hurricane is what I think that's what I saw. So that'll be, I think, the 28th. But tomorrow night, right here, St. Albans High School, we're going to kick off the girls' sectionals. Mark's going to join me again, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We got this.
I live for this.
This is fun. I'm glad that I was able to get with you and get you to come down and help me out a little bit. Girls come in first seed in sectionals. So, again, they have the potential this game. They'll play Hurricane. Let's beat Hurricane.
Who else is in that sectional, Josh?
Parkersburg South.
Okay.
So Parkersburg has beaten Parkersburg South. We lost to Parkersburg South. Should we have? No. We were just playing really bad. I mean, we've had some bad nights.
Yeah.
But we beat Parkersburg South, or Parkersburg pretty good right here in the gym. And we're going to do it again.
Yep.
We're going to do it again. We're going to go to regionals, and we're going to go on and play in the state tournament.
Anybody listening out there, come out to the game tomorrow night.
Yes, be here.
Fill the stadium here tonight. We'll get a good crowd in here, get the place rock and rowdy, and maybe take this sectional and move on to that region. I don't know who all's in the region here.
Spring Valley, Huntington, Cabell Midland. So that's tough for us.
Just MSAC teams up and down there. I tell you,
we have a tough region for boys and girls in sports. For
MSAC, I guarantee you, it's the toughest conference in the state of West Virginia in any sport.
You're correct.
So,
and I'm going to that real quick. I know we're getting ready to wrap it up. I seen something come out about football. They're going to start doing football the same way they're doing basketball, having a 4A. And I was like, oh, man, that's going to be bad.
I didn't hear that. Yeah, that's
going to be bad. I seen something there the other day. It come across the Facebook. That's where I seen it.
Legislation needs to get out of high school sports.
I agree completely.
They were talking earlier, and I think it got shot down. They wanted to open up recruiting almost, letting kids transfer.
And what's that going to fix? That's just going to have a couple dominant teams in the entire state, and that's what's going to happen every year.
And I think I heard you or Christian last week talk about, this is a community school. We're not the big schools like Parkersburg is,
right.
And
we're just
based
a
on this-
little over 1,000 kids in the school. So I mean,
Yeah.
you're going up against these kids that have these schools that have 1,800 kids.
Yeah, and we need the community support, and we don't need to be losing our best athletes to go, down the river to a bigger school, and and that'll happen. I mean, Huntington will come in and swap up some, and Spring Valley for football, and and pretty soon you just wash up because no one wants to play for you because you're not competitive. So
Right.
I mean, I think that's the worst legislation there, but I don't think it went through, so we don't have to worry about it.
Right. Well, I appreciate you again, Mark, and we'll come back the same time tomorrow. Might be about 6:20ish. I think the tip-off's 7 o'clock. There is no JV game, varsity only. Hurricanes come to town, and they're going to get beat. I'm just saying they're going to get beat.
I was looking at their schedule there today. I think they're on a little bit of a winning streak. They won a couple in a row, I think, and. So, yeah, maybe they got things together over there. I don't know. I know looking at their roster, I noticed a couple girls from soccer on that team. And if they play basketball like they play soccer, it'll be a knockdown fight.
When we went to Hurricane, it wasn't that great of a game, but, I mean, they were able to keep up a little bit. But I truly believe our girls come on the floor playing like they normally play. It'll be a shutout.
Yeah.
We'll be good to go.
Knock it out.
But
Good
here
job.
from St. Albans High School, senior night, final score, St. Albans 62, Captial 58. We thank you for watching. Appreciate your time. Have a good one.
Hey everybody, Mayor Scott James here, Mayor of the great city of St. Albans. I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about what makes St. Albans such a wonderful place. A great place to visit and a great place to raise your family and live. We've got so many unique businesses, dining, shopping in St. Albans that you don't have in other communities. We've got places like Shuckers Seafood. I'll put those scallops up against anybody's. Angela's on the river, which is in the historic Chilton House. The Cafe, Drummy's, Dwight's. I could go on and on. These are all unique dining experiences, and they're delicious, and they do a great job. Reasonably priced. So come down and get some dinner. Our shopping, Colonial Interiors, is a wonderful place to come in and look at furniture. It's unique furniture. As for a place to live, I know Home Snacks in 2018 ranked St. Albans as the 5th best community to live in the state of West Virginia. And we're very proud of that.
I'm Liz Hipchin. I'm the owner of the Parlor Salon in St. Albans, West Virginia. One of the many reasons I love having a business in St. Albans is the opportunity to mesh different generations, old and new. It's really a place where there's growing space for young entrepreneurs. It's a great place to have a business. It's a central location between Charleston and Huntington, so it just makes a great area. It's a place where you can really feel like the historic charm of the city. There's businesses that have been there for years, and there's new businesses like myself. We have like a bicycle shop, which is amazing. You don't find those a lot anymore, and there's endless opportunities for younger people here, as well as amazing things that the older generation has put forward for us.
Hi, I'm Michael Irvin, owner of Coal River Coffee Company. I grew up in St. Albans, and the town is incredibly welcoming for people. The amenities are amazing, and they're growing. We have incredible parks, and just about every weekend the Parks Department in St. Albans is putting on family-friendly events. As a young person, there's always something to do, whether I want to go kayaking, check out one of the restaurants that we have, or even hit up live music, which we have at Coal River Coffee every Friday night, or at the Roadside Park on Saturdays. Also, if you're a young entrepreneur looking for something to do, a business to invest in, the city has an incredible program to help young people, or anybody for that matter, start a new business. They give you tax breaks, things like that, and City Council are very interactive in helping you get what you need to get going and also sustain your business.
Hello, I'm Parker Monix here in St. Albans representing Chandler's Floor Covering. I am a legacy to my grandfather who started the business in 1960, and we've been here on Old Main Plaza since 1973. We're shooting here right across the street at the Albans Theater, heart of the Arts District, here on the plaza. We have plenty of small businesses to offer here that are family owned. Between the Cupcakery down there on the plaza, we have Leonard's Electrical Services. We have plenty of automotive offers between Greg Chandler's, Bent Wheels. We also have Holstein's. But there's just an unlimited amount of opportunities and people to support here in St. Albans.
St. Albans, West Virginia is West Virginia's best kept secret. So I recommend and invite you to come down and visit, all right, and come down and raise a family and be part of this great community. Thank y'all very much.